Hello and welcome back to another video. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been interrupted. Yeah. Basically, I'm just going to be simming the World Cup in the background. I'm just going to be talking. I don't know why I decided simming the World Cup would be productive, but we've done it now, so let's get on with it. So, I'm here to address the lack of uploads. Obviously, you probably haven't noticed I've not been uploading. Sitting on 0 subscribers right now. I ran a P in England. Oh dear. Yeah. There will be. I mean, I was doing weekly game week predictions, but they went a bit downhill, didn't they? Yeah, we only made it 2 episodes, which isn't ideal. The F1 career mode ended, and I just really stopped doing content. The only explanation I have for that is I went on holiday for a couple of days and just didn't know when I got back, which isn't ideal, but yeah, and now my schedule's a lot more busy, back doing things. I'm at college now. It's a bit of a different thing, but it is what it is. I'm still going to have a lot of time to do things like this, and when EA Sports FC24 drops, obviously that's going to be a lot of content coming out. I plan to do a lot. Yeah, a lot of FIFA videos. I'm probably going to do a career mode and maybe an Ultimate Team series. I'm not too sure, but yeah, probably both of them if I'm honest. I will do some other content away from FIFA as well, obviously. I will probably start a new F1 career mode soonish for F1 23, because I only stopped the other one because I got 23. And I just haven't done one on that game yet. Maybe I should have. Yeah. I also plan to make some more shorts, obviously. I have uploaded shorts more recently than the 4 weeks because they're just... I mean, they're not easy to do, obviously. The editing takes a while, making them perfect, but the time it takes is probably still lower than editing rebuilding Bayern Munich. That video took quite a few hours to make and edit, render everything after the editing. Took some time, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll probably do more videos like this. I'm not sure what team to do for a career mode. I'll probably, I mean, obviously, I support Arsenal. It will probably be an Arsenal career mode, if I'm honest. I normally start the year like that. So I'll probably do an Arsenal career mode, then maybe move on to something else. Not sure what other team. Could do a Luton career mode. Suppose that would make sense. In terms of Ultimate Team this year, I really don't know what it's going to be like. I think it's going to be very different. I've heard rumours. Well, not rumours, it's confirmed, but there's evolutions. I don't know what that means. I don't know how any of it works. But yeah, I guess we'll just be learning together when I get on the game. If you know, you know. If you don't, you can watch me fail to understand everything that's happening in front of me. Obviously, we'll win the game, and Ultimate Team's going to be a big development as well. That's going to be very interesting. Something different. But yeah, I mean, it's not really a problem. I know people say it's unrealistic. Of course, it is to a degree. But yeah, it's just more players to choose from. It's going to mean the teams are even more different. I don't know whether... Because it's going to be women, isn't it? Will they link to men of the same club? So would... I'm trying to think of an example. Let me think of a footballer. Sam Kerr. That's the only one I can think of. I mean, I know some Arsenal players, me Dema, but I don't know how to pronounce her name, so that wouldn't have gone ideally. It's probably something like that. Yeah. Let's go with Reece James, Sam Kerr. Would they link? Because they're both from Chelsea, even though it's the women's team and the men's team. What have South Korea done? GS Cho, whoever that is, he scored a hat-trick against Uruguay. Right, okay. I've not been paying much attention to what's happening here. But yeah. What was I on about? I got interrupted by some South Korea shenanigans. I don't know. Would they link? That's what I was on about. I don't know. We'll find out. I think it's a yes, which would be very interesting. I do wonder how many people will use women. Because if you pack a good one, realistically, you're going to put them in your team, aren't you? Like, it's just more players to choose from. Another thing that'll be interesting, though. They're all, not all, but a lot of women are quite short, obviously. A lot shorter than most men. So, if you've got, say, a 5'3" player on the pitch, that's going to be a bit interesting. We're going to have a load of Raheem Sterlings running around. But yeah, that should be interesting. I don't know how I would do an Ultimate Team series. Like, what would I do in it? Well, I just do some... I mean, obviously I wouldn't go through every single game. I don't know. It'll be interesting what I do with that. If I do an Ultimate Team series, I probably will. So yeah, I'll do all those things. England, USA, this is a big game. England need the win here. Here we go. Yeah, they've lost. They're actually going to get grouped. But I think they have been grouped. This isn't ideal. They've been grouped officially yet. If we beat Wales, no, we've been grouped. Because USA and Iran are still to play each other. We've been grouped in the World Cup. This is amazing. Anyway, yeah. So career mode. I'll probably make a list of possibilities. If you've got any suggestions, comment them on this video. 100%. And I'll take on any suggestions on board, of course. Also, any suggestions on how to do an Ultimate Team series. Do I do a Road to Glory? I don't really know how to do it. I'd have to learn the arts. But yeah, it'll be interesting what I do this year on FIFA. In terms of other games, I don't really know. Will we see much more F1? I think so. Will we see any other games? I don't know. Frankly, I do not have a Scooby what I'm going to do with other games. Yeah. So I think that's probably... Is that all I had to say? Was there anything else I had to point out? Was there anything else I had to say? I don't know. Yeah, let's have a look at the other content I posted. I did Fortnite content. I don't think there'll be much more of that, but you never know. In terms of videos about real life football, I think I'll do updates. Maybe a weekly series, where every week I'll just post an update. Obviously you all know what's happening in football probably, but my thoughts on everything. Should I do it now? This video will be the first episode. Or should it? No. But I'll just have a little chat about it anyway. I'll chat about Arsenal. Now, that's a worthy way of commentating this World Cup. Until we get to the knockouts, then I'll probably just do that. So, start to the season been very good for Arsenal, I'd say. Draw with Fulham's not ideal. But the other games you can't really complain. Grinded out a tough win at Goodison last night. Good result. Yeah. Level on points with Liverpool and Tottenham right now. Not too bad. And obviously Manchester City at the top. And I don't know. They're they're looking a bit unbeatable at the moment. Although West Ham, they gave them a run for their money, I guess. I mean, Haaland finished off the job in the 86th minute to make it a 3-1 win, but other than that, it was all alright. Last week, the game at Manchester United, that's one that's worth talking about. Some of the decisions Erik ten Hag was complaining about, that bloke. I don't know, I don't know, man. There's something about him. I don't know if he's actually good enough to manage Manchester United, if I'm honest. The way they just got battered by Brighton as well. People can say Manchester United were trying to find a foothold in that game, but they really weren't. I mean, they went 1-0 down. Rasmus Højlund scored, but it was ruled off because the ball went out of play. And I bet you Erik ten Hag complained about that as well. Showed the wrong angle, probably. Anyway, Grossa then made it 2-0 Brighton. João Pedro made it 3-0. They made it 3-1, but realistically, they weren't after that pushing to get any more goals. Brighton were the better team the whole game. Dominated the possession, dominated pretty much everything. I think United had more shots, but they still had less shots on target by a lot. I think something like half of Brighton's. So yeah, Brighton defended well. Manchester United weren't particularly good. And yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one. Why is Cristiano Ronaldo not starting? No one... Oh, I can only change the Uruguay lineup. Well, you're finished then, Portugal. Ronaldo's going to score off the bench anyway. Never mind. You might actually be done, Portugal. I mean, how is South Korea top of the group? What is going on? What is going on? Anyway, I think it's worth talking about Haaland quickly. That man is actually a cheat code. 8 goals and assists this season in 5 games. So what? Let's do some maths here. 38 divided by 5. .6 times 8. That can't be right. He can't be on track for 61 goal contributions this season. Shit, that actually isn't right. That can't be right. I've probably done the maths horrifically wrong. But it is what it is. Yeah. So do I have much else to talk about? Yeah, let's do that. What's happened here? Oh, let's have a look at everything. I'm going to give a couple of my thoughts on this weekend. Who was my player of the weekend? I think Jeremy Doku. I think he deserves some credit. He was brilliant against Manchester City for West Ham. I think he'd be my player of the weekend. Trossard also deserves some respect, though. Very, very good against Everton. And got the goal as well to help us win. So fair play to him. I think he was good. But my team of the weekend. Can I actually put Trossard in it? It'd be interesting. Because of how good some other players were. I think Richarlison might have to be in it. Iran have beaten the USA. Iran and Wales might be out of this group. Oh my gosh, they are. Right. My goalkeeper of the week, I'll give it to Areola. I'm going to play Lamptey at left back and Botman, and I think I'd give it to Saliba as the other centre back. Trippier at right back. I'd probably play Rodri and Basuma in midfield. Maybe Grossa. Let's just throw all of them in there. I don't know what I'm doing here. Doku has to be in the team of the week. And Richarlison, I'd put him up top and Salah on the right. Salah had a good week. Goal of the weekend, I think I'd give it to Trossard's goal. But I'm trying to think. Villa's goal, The equaliser against Crystal Palace, that was another good one. What else could we do? Result of the weekend, probably Brighton's win over Manchester United. Very good result for the team. Deserved that. Surprise of the weekend, probably Richarlison scoring that goal and just doing really, really well for Tottenham in the dying minutes to make that comeback against Sheffield United. Fair play to him. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all I've got. But we're almost at the end of the group stage now, so I'm just going to commentate on the World Cup for the rest of this. Obviously, when I do the weekly series, if I do that, it'll be a lot more organised than that. I was just rambling through things I was looking at. I'll plan it beforehand, as I normally do with those sort of things. It won't just be me waffling, which is what I've just done for the last 10 minutes. And probably the rest of the video, to be honest. But we're almost done with this World Cup now. I don't have a clue who's finished where in the groups, pretty much. Obviously I know some of it, but very little. I think Morocco off top their group, yep. Croatia versus Belgium for second place in it. Didn't Belgium get grouped in real life? Because Croatia and Morocco both got out. Yeah, Belgium did get grouped, didn't they? Oh, they've been grouped again. Leandro Trossard and Mertens have tried their best, but not enough. What group are we on to next? Group D or Group G? I don't know. If that's Group E, I swear. Germany versus Costa Rica. It's a draw. I think Germany have done enough. Yeah, they've both done enough. Spain have been grouped. Did Spain get grouped in real life? They can't have. They can't have been Spain and Germany out. I don't think it was. I think it might have been though. No, Spain made it out 100%. They haven't here though, despite being Japan. Now what group are we on to now? Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. They need this win against South Korea as a minimum. Will Cristiano Ronaldo make a bench appearance to save the day? Or he might have done. No, he didn't come off the bench, but they scored late. Gonzalo Ramos got the job done. Oh, I've just realised. That's Son. Let's go. Ghana against Uruguay. Uruguay, I think, could still knock out Portugal. They might have done. They haven't quite on goal difference. The three teams on 6 points, a very close group, topped by South Korea. This group's not done yet, is it? Brazil, looking to top Cameroon. They've drawn. That should be enough to top the group, though. Cameroon and Switzerland winner progresses. Draw. I think it's Cameroon, but it might be Serbia. Oh, I'm so confused. Here we go. Forgot Serbia was even in the group, to be honest. It's a draw. Serbia should be through then. I messed up the entire group. I somehow miscalculated. That's fine. Alright, let's have a look. That group stage was a bit crazy, if I'm honest. Senegal and Ecuador progressed. Netherlands out. Iran and Wales progressed. England out. Argentina and Poland progress. Brazil and Denmark. Costa Rica, Germany, Spain out. Morocco, Croatia, Belgium out. Brazil, Serbia. And South Korea, Portugal, Uruguay out. Set up some really random round of 16 fixtures, but a big one. Brazil versus Portugal. Who's coming out here? Senegal or Wales? I think we could see a crazy team in the semi-finals. Maybe even the final. Wales. Gareth Bale continuing the World Cup run knocks out Senegal. And Wales progress to the quarterfinals, where they will meet Argentina or Denmark. Oh, did I press fix the problem? I'm not meant to be doing that. That's all I can do with the team sheet, I'm afraid. I've just done it again. Oh, I swear the button's not working. It's fine. Go down, there we go. Argentina, Denmark. Argentina progress in extra time. Messi wasn't even on the pitch for the World Cup win. Julian Alvarez the hero, as they make a quarter-finals against Wales. That is the first quarter-final determined. France, Poland, Mbappe versus Lewandowski. Here we go. Victory for Lewandowski, Matty Cash with the goal. What is this World Cup? This has been crazy. What's happening now? Iran, Ecuador. The fact that's in around a 16 World Cup match is crazy in itself. This World Cup has been very random. If I'm honest, here we go. Iran versus Ecuador. Who is going to progress? It's going to be Ecuador. Ecuador in the World Cup quarterfinals alongside Wales and Poland and Argentina. Still room for some random. We could still see South Korea progress. We could see some crazy semi-finalists, as I said. We're already going to see Ecuador or Poland, which is already pretty crazy. But we could see some new ones as well. Croatia do knock out Costa Rica, despite an early goal from Johan in the first minute of the game. Here we go. The winner of that game will play the winner of Brazil versus Portugal. It's Croatia against Brazil or Portugal. It's interesting. No Cristiano still. Obviously the lineup won't change, but I can't change it, so. But Portugal have knocked out the favourites Brazil. Neymar scored a brace, but it's not enough. And Portugal will play Croatia in the quarterfinals. What is this World Cup turning out to be? They could both win, Portugal and Argentina, and play in the semi-finals, and they could book themselves a final that could be Ecuador. Who knows what's happening in this World Cup? At this rate, we could see Ecuador versus Croatia in the final. Or Ecuador, Wales out there. Here we go. Morocco, Germany. Morocco have knocked out Germany. What is going on? It's a hat-trick from Amola. What is happening today? This World Cup's broken. Could we see South Korea in the World Cups throughout the quarterfinals? Will they even progress to the semi-finals? What will they do? Son versus Mitrovic. It goes to Mitrovic. Vlahovic helps his team to a World Cup quarterfinal. This has to be the most random looking quarterfinal we've ever seen. But hey, it's been a journey. And these are going to be some interesting quarterfinals. Croatia, Portugal. Will Ronaldo's journey continue? It will. But they can only thank João Felix for it. 2 added time goals to save his nation and send them to a semi-final, which will be, it'll be against Argentina or Wales. That's an interesting one. Imagine it's Wales. All the story, Messi versus Ronaldo, and it's Wales. It's Messi, and Messi with a brace to send Wales packing out in the quarterfinals. And you know what time this is? Argentina versus Portugal in the World Cup semi-finals. The other leg, who knows? It could be Ecuador versus Serbia. Surely that game will determine the winner of the World Cup. Morocco, Serbia, here we go. Morocco march on. Their real life journey has been beaten already. They made the... Or has it? No, they made the semi-finals in real life, did they not? I think they did. Did they? Spain didn't get grouped. I think Morocco beat Spain in the round of 16 and Portugal in the quarterfinals, and then lost to France. Either way, here comes Ecuador. Lewandowski, dreaming of his own World Cup, his own fairy tale run, and it continues. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, it's going to be Lewandowski winning the World Cup. It could be. Oh, it could be. But Argentina-Portugal will be the game of the tournament for certain. What's the problem with the lineup? It's a problem up here. Cristiano Ronaldo. He might be the man entering the starting 11. He will be. He will have to cover for Bruno Fernandes, who is out. Out with a suspension for the biggest game, possibly of his career. Cristiano Ronaldo starts. Messi starts. Who will win? Messi. He wins it on penalties. Ronaldo scored the opening goal. Di Maria and McAllister quickly scored two. Neves scored late to keep Portugal in the game. There was no goals in extra time. Messi scored his penalty. Ronaldo scored his penalty. McAllister scored. McAllister missed. Neves scored. Alvarez scored. Otavio missed. It was 2-2 after 3 penalties each. Di Maria scored and Vitinha scored. Acuna scored and Felix scored. It went on to sudden death. Enzo scored, but Rafael Leao, he missed. The man who came in. He came in for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, the penalty master, missed the shootout, and his replacement might have cost Argentina. Might have cost Portugal, sorry, the World Cup. Here we go, Poland, Morocco. Lewandowski, still dreaming, while Ronaldo can't. But it's Morocco, and Yezri sends his country to the World Cup final. Lewandowski's dream has been crushed, but he will still want that third place medal in the World Cup, as will Cristiano Ronaldo. And those two will battle out for third, hoping to not be fourth. Here we go. Portugal versus Poland, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal that take the third place medal in the World Cup. Lewandowski will have to be fourth. Now, Argentina against Morocco. Here we go. Who will win the World Cup? Argentina or Morocco? It's Argentina. Nothing from Messi, but Amrabat stunned Argentina in the 14th minute. Enzo Fernandez equalised in the 19th. And Otamendi, the Benfica man, I believe, hopefully I've not got that wrong, scored in the 48th minute to send Argentina to the highest step of the World Cup. Right, yeah, that's going to wrap that up. I got a bit serious there. Yeah. So, I've spoken about the progression of this channel. Probably not going to be another FIFA video. Will be EA Sports FC. We'll be on that in a week or two. I'm getting standard, so it'll be the 29th. First video probably on the 30th of September. Something like that. We will see. But yeah, that is going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.